One of the longtime icons of comedy in America, Jerry Stiller, apparently passed. That was announced earlier this morning. I saw it on Twitter. His son, Ben Stiller, tweeting, "I'm sad to say that my father, Jerry Stiller, passed away from natural causes. He was a great dad and grandfather, and the most dedicated husband to Anne for about 62 years. He will be greatly missed. Love you, Dad." And a just great classic photo of Jerry Stiller there. By the time I saw this, many people, like pretty much everybody in comedy and everyone famous was, paying their condolences to this, like Titanic figure, especially recently, like found so much success in the latter portion of his life. I know, Francesca, you found out about this just as we were about to go live. So what are your thoughts?
I think what I said at the time was no. But 92, he had an amazing life, clearly gave birth to Ben Stiller, maybe other children. I don't know. I don't think he personally gave birth to them. The point is he was there. And I just think there's nothing greater for a comic than to play such an iconic role as Seinfeld's dad, whose name, what was his name again?
George Costanza's dad, Frank.
Yeah, George Costanza. I need all my coffee.
Jerry Seinfeld's dad was very good in that show as well. But,
he was good. No. Yes, Costanza's dad complaining about feeling a draft in every restaurant he went into. Festivus. I mean, God, Frank Costanza was so good. And so, like, I feel like that's a hugely successful career. And I mean, yeah, rest in peace. But man, how much do we all go back and watch Seinfeld? I do. I
still do
often. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the shows that I'm always, just jumping into a season. Doesn't even really matter where you start. I like, some people don't like the last couple seasons. I still like those. It was getting real wacky, but I was down for it.
So there.
Yeah, and he was 92 years old. It's got to be, devastating for his family, including Ben Stiller right now. I mean, that they had him for so long, and it's already a really stressful time. There's no indication that I've seen that it has anything to do with what's going on. He was 92 years old. Passed, had lost his wife, I believe, in 2015. They had been married for 62 years. And I'm familiar now with his career. Like in the past, I was a big fan of his, so I read up on, like how he sort of got into comedy. And like he and his wife had this like live comedy show that they would do back in the 60s, where they would joke about how different they are and everything. And it's just so crazy that like he started way back then. And could have never imagined, he's going to be this, like, huge pop culture figure decades later for a role that he did, for a comic that hadn't even been born yet at that point. So just amazing.
I want to watch that. Now I want to just go back and watch old Jerry Stiller and his wife's stand-up routine.
Yeah. And so in terms of seeing his work, I wasn't a King of Queens fan. Like, I didn't really watch it. I can't say I'm not a fan because I didn't watch it, so I don't even know. But I loved him as Frank Costanza, and that's why I was shocked when I found out. I want to read this for you. He was in fewer than 30 of the 180 episodes. There's more, and I'll read it in a sec. I felt like he was just throughout. And his first appearance wasn't until the 5th season. It felt like he was such a big part of it.
Whoa. That's crazier to me that he didn't appear until the 5th season.
What, were there only 8 or 9 seasons? He wasn't there for the first half. And obviously everybody knows there was a different actor who played George's father earlier, but he cast such a shadow over the show.
I want to know how many episodes Newman was in, because honestly, Frank Costanza greater than Newman any day of the week.
I'm going to find out because I think it's 46. Newman was in more. I'm shocked to find that out. I do love Newman, though. He is great. Yeah, and so if you're not familiar with the character, just to give you an idea of who this character was. Frank Costanza was a classic sitcom eccentric whose many dubious accomplishments include marketing a brassiere for men and creating Festivus, a winter holiday for the rest of us, celebrated with tests of strength and other bizarre rituals. And, just because today he's passed, I think we're going to have to rule in his favor on the classic debate about whether that brassiere should have been called the bro or the manzier. It's manzier all the way. We're going to give this one to Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Sad. Yeah.
So sad. Here's the other thing. I just really appreciate that he would, be talking perfectly normally and then start to yell like this. Like that was. I am sorry, but that was the best part. Like I think we should all incorporate that into our lives now. That he
irrational anger.
Just irrational anger.
Yeah.
We all have that.
We do. Yeah, there's a moment, there's an episode where George is trying to be a bad boy and he tries like pirating a movie, like filming it in the theater. And at the end, Frank has to get him out of prison or whatever. And Frank and Elaine have this conflict. It's one of the greatest moments of the series. Look it up. But anyway, I did want to let you know about one other thing. It's going around on Twitter right now, but Jerry Stiller and his wife, Anna, back in 1994, participated in an ad campaign to promote, not like shoes or cereal or anything like that, but no, something much more worthwhile. Take a look at this.
What's wrong, honey?
I'm confused about Harry and Louise.
You mean that worried couple on the insurance company's commercials?
They're so confused about health care.
And you're confused because they're confused.
They keep saying there's got to be a better way.
There is. The single-payer system. Everyone is covered, you get full benefits, and you choose your own doctor.
Harry and Louise, there is a better way.
Yeah, that was back in 1994. Jerry Stiller was an ad for single-payer healthcare. How amazing is that?
A G. Oh my God. Such a G. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get emotional now.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. He 92, it's a perfectly fine age to, peace out into the next lifetime. But wow, we're gonna miss him and we need more Jerry Stillers.
We do. I mean, I guess we got Ben. He's good too.
Yeah. He's good.
No, I like Ben.
I know, I really do. I actually like him the best when he's directing and writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, and he's been in so many classic movies and everything. Not everything holds up, perfectly well, but at the time, much appreciated. By the way, not to get the show even more down, considering we're going to be turning to sad news too, but every once in a while, this is going to be really depressing, but my wife, who acts and hosts and all that, we're very into movies. So like we take like watching the Oscars and the Golden Globes like super seriously and stuff like that. And they'll do those and they'll have like the lifetime achievement thing where they'll bring a person up and show everything they've done over their life and everything. And every single time I watch one of those, I get depressed. Not for the obvious reasons, which are perfectly fine by themselves, but I think like it is going to feel like that before we're watching that in 40 years, and it's like Scarlett Johansson's lifetime achievement thing. Or like it's like an in memoriam and it's like we lost Kristen Stewart this year or something like that. Just
will not shed a single tear for ScarJo.
Name whoever you want. Whatever character, whatever actor you
will
want.
Never there are very few people I would shed a tear for in memoriam in 40 years. So, I mean,
you just don't like actors, basically.
No, but I do like your wife.
Thank you. Well, hopefully she won't be one of them. But anyway, yeah, that at some point it'll be like our cohort is like, God, I don't like, it used to be enough to get depressed about the future, but now, let's be real, the next couple of months are going to be tough enough by themselves. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.